Hey everyone, this is Rob.
And Michelle.
And welcome to Bunebape, your weekly podcast on everything you need to know about old school RuneScape. Alright, so this week up on the No Shirt Sherlocket, we have, of course, as always, our account progress, and whatever videos and stuff like that we have going on.
We actually have a bit this week. I'm excited.
And the second thing that we're going to go over is going to be the HD client resolution. So, of course, there was quite a bit of drama surrounding that. But if you've played it all this week or have looked on the Reddit, then, of course, there has been a solution. So we'll go over that and everything you need to know there. And also our thoughts on the HD client now that it is released, kind of like a spoiler, but... the third thing is going to be the group Ironman blog has actually been updated with some very useful and good information. So we'll be covering all of that you need to know. And lastly, we're going to have a pretty large Q&A because there is not going to be an actual update this week. They said that last week. And so we've come prepared with more questions than normal in case we need them. But before we get to that, we also, of course, have questions from our Instagram this time around.
From our fact guy.
Yeah, so we do have
a single question.
Yes. From our Instagram, but if you or anyone, so if you have a question or anything you'd like to ask us, whether it be game related or just generally a question that you think would be interesting to have us answer.
If you just want a random shout out.
Yeah, random shout out, whatever. Let us know. Either you can find us on twitch.tv/Bunebape 7 days a week, or you can find us on Instagram or Twitter, which are going to be Bunebapeosrs for Twitter and Bunebape for Instagram. And just feel free to shoot us either a DM or just tweet, whatever you want, and we'll put it on the podcast.
Still straight up unfortunate that we couldn't get just Bunebape on Twitter.
Yeah.
It sucks having to see them both separately.
Yeah, it's okay, though. But yeah, you can find all that stuff if you don't want to go there. We have all the links on our Twitch as well, so it makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah.
But, of course, before we get into any of those questions for this week, Michelle, how's it going?
Really, really good.
That's good.
So I actually have quite a bit to share.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
So let's go. I got my range up to 95.
Wow, good
which
job.
Is nutty.
Is that your highest ability or your highest skill besides farming?
Whoa. Actually, almost. My hit points are 97. Which I don't know if they were 97 last week. I can't remember. Which is also insane. I'm really excited about that. It's definitely made my second 99.
Yeah.
But yeah, range is my third highest, which is so strange because I feel like I use melee more than range. But yeah, I guess I do the shared experience.
I think initially you did, and then once you realized that you weren't getting that much range,
you
started using it more.
I didn't use range for the longest time. Do you remember?
Yeah,
all my skills were like
range.
Yeah, they're all like 60 something. My range was like 30, and then that's whenever I was like, well, I guess I should start using this.
I think my range was like constantly like 30 to 40 levels higher than yours.
Yeah, because you were focused on range and I was focusing on melee.
Yeah, like I AFK range for a lot of my Slayer and stuff like that. So I always had like really high range compared to you. And
I know you're going to have a lot of skill updates too, so I'm excited to hear that. But yeah, so I've just been working on Slayer a lot. Still not at 90 because Slayer's infinitely slower than I'd like.
It is pretty slow.
It's so slow. But yeah, I've gotten a couple Kraken tasks. That was exciting. No pet yet, but I am at over 500 kills. So I was like, all right, that's a 6 of the drop rate chance.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, I got mine at 900, so maybe yours is coming soon.
Oh my god, why would you say that? Now I'm excited.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
Oh, also, he's talking about the Forky pet, not actually the Kraken pet.
Yeah, no, I'm not high enough to even do Kraken.
To even think about Kraken.
Yeah, my Slayer is pretty low.
Also, Ivor just hit me up on RuneScape. I'm playing right now doing like a farming run, saying that he just got his first Kraken task as well.
Nice.
Which is so exciting. It's my favorite task. It's just easy and you have a pet chance.
Yeah, shout out to Ivor. I don't think Ivor listens to the podcast. But
I don't know, but shout out Ivor because
they got you to do LMS.
Yeah. Yeah, shout out to Ivor and Ivor's roommate, actually, Zancudo, because both of them were doing Last Man Standing with me last night. Oh, and shout out to I Don't Mind, who was doing it with me as well.
Apparently,
a god
at LMS.
Yeah, they said it so casually because I was like, oh, if anyone wants to join LMS, like that was the name of the stream. And they were like, maybe I'll stop by. And the way they were saying it, I was like, oh, they've never tried it either. And then they were just doing like really good. And they were like the second to last one. And we were like, have you played this before? And they're like, oh yeah, I used to play all the time. Like not trying to show off or anything, but I once beat the highest ranked person in LMS. And I was like, that is a brag. Oh my God.
That's a little bit of a flex.
That's insane. So, yeah, shout out to all three of them for playing with me. And then tonight with Ivor and Zancudo, I'm actually going to be trying Dagonoth Kings on stream.
Oh, really? DKs?
Yee.
I've never done that in a group.
Yeah, I've never done it in a group. I did it the one time for the Fremennik Diaries, and it was kind of hard alone. So with 3 people though, I'm like,
I know we did it.
We
did it in a group for your diaries, I think.
You like, I think you brought me food or something. You didn't go with me though.
Okay.
Yeah, I think. And I'm not sure, but yeah, I think with 3 people, regardless, it's gonna be really, really easy.
Yeah, because it's pretty easy even with just one person.
Yeah. And so that's going on. And then last night while I was streaming, I was just like looking at my music. And fun fact, there's 666 songs in game, which is a spooky number. But I was looking and I was like, 666, I have 640 of these songs. So last night...
Damn, that's a lot of songs.
I know.
I didn't know you're so close.
So last night I started the Music Cape grind. And was so easy that I only have 2 more songs left.
Oh yeah, I actually have almost 600 as well. Yeah. It seems like you'd probably just get a lot just from doing all the quests in the game.
100%, yes. Yeah. And some of them are nice because it's just like, oh, just go into this boss's room. You don't even have to actually kill them. So like I just went to Corp, hit it once and ran away.
Yeah.
Same with Nightmare of Ashihama. So the only 2 I have left are I have to be fighting the Grotesque Guardian. So I'm waiting to get Gargoyle Task to do that. And then the other one, I have to be fighting Olm in Chambers of Xeric. So I might be looking that up today to see if I could just get to Olm. I don't even need to finish Chambers. I mean, it'd be cool if I could. So maybe I'll try to find a group to like carry me. But
yeah, you can.
I just need to get there.
You can probably try and find a group on like the We Do Raids Discord.
That's what I was thinking.
And I mean, sometimes they do like there's like different level of learner groups. So like some you like participate in, some you go just to like see what it looks like,
just to watch it. Really?
Yeah, like they'll take you on like a 4 or 5 man or maybe even a 3 man depending on how good they are, and they'll just like let you be there and exist just so you can see the fight.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm really interested
you don't
in
get a split, you don't get any money or anything like that. You just are there.
I'm totally cool with that because I'm just trying to unlock the song. I mean, it would be definitely cool if I could actually get raids or chambers kill, because that's one of the tasks I need to do for the
yeah, even if you just go just to like observe, you would still get the KC.
Yeah, it's for one of the diaries. Can't remember which one right now.
Yeah, I think it's the Western
Not Corinne, not Western.
I think it is Corinne.
You know what? Actually, it is.
Because it's in Corinne.
Yeah, I was getting Corinne and Western confused.
Yeah, Western's almost Corinne.
Okay, yeah. So hopefully by next week I'm gonna have my music cape randomly, which I never even thought about getting. I thought you had to do like way more stuff.
Yeah, it's just music.
Yeah, well, I thought that there was like music that only plays if you're like victorious and stuff, you know?
Oh, music that only plays if you beat the Inferno.
Yeah, one of them was actually the Inferno soundtrack. And I didn't realize to do Inferno, you have to trade in your fire cape to have a chance.
Yeah.
I did not know that because I was just going to go there and I was like, oh, no, I'm not going to give you my fire cape. So then I went to the like Jad challenge thing, and that also gives you the soundtrack.
Oh, the 6 Jad challenge?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
So yeah, starting the music cape grind. I'm actually so excited about it. And people are being so nice on the stream last night and saying how if they think that if more people like heard us, I don't know if they meant our YouTube podcast or stream or whatever, but they think that people would like watch us and we'd have like way more people listening and watching whatever.
Well, yeah, it's probably true, but it's probably true for a lot of things. It's just kind of hard to get you out there to like have an audience. Just like it's like, well, just have an audience.
I think it's still really nice though that they said that they think we're actually good enough to do it, because there's some people that are like, yeah, you're about at the level you should be. And they made it seem like we're really good, and I don't know, hype me up.
No, yeah, there's some nice people coming by yesterday.
So many, and it's so crazy still when people come by and they're like, "Oh, I heard your podcast," or "Oh, I watched your YouTube video."
Every time someone mentions the podcast, it's nice.
We're like internally screaming and outwardly screaming too.
All right.
But I think that's about it for me that I can think of. There's probably more stuff I will jump in with during the episode.
Yeah,
but
let me know if you remember anything.
Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. I've actually been playing probably more this last week than I have in the last month combined.
Yes, he has so much going on. I'm so excited for you to hear about it.
Yeah, so like on stream, what was I doing? I was doing like a bunch of random stuff, like killing bosses and stuff like that. This was probably like a week ago. And I actually got raided by, yeah, this is kind of all started from the raid that we got on stream. So I got
Oh
raided
yeah.
while just like bossing and stuff like that. I think I was actually doing Vorkath at the time. And I got raided by someone that apparently is like known for having a ton of alt accounts that like strictly just AFK at Firewatch Sentinels. And if you don't know, Firewatch Sentinels is like an incredibly AFK like method for like training and also I guess like getting some money.
Which never would have thought of, even though it seems so obvious now.
Yeah, like I had heard about it as like an AFK way to train and stuff like that. And so pretty much as the stream was ending, I decided to go over and give it a try because you actually don't really need any gear at the Firewatch Sentinels. You just need to have done Sins of the Father.
You have to use the flail, so
Yeah,
it
you
doesn't
have to
even
use
matter
the
what weapons
Vandus
you have
flail.
access to.
Yeah, exactly. So you just need like decent prayer and the Avandus flail. So pretty much no requirements. And so I ran over there just to train my strength and stuff like that because my melee combat is actually not that high. It's like my defense is 90, my strength has gone up a little bit, and then
What's your strength?
My strength is 96 now. It's just
not that high, he says.
Well, I got 2 levels in the last 2 days, so it was
That
94.
Is incredible.
Yeah,
oh
so
my gosh.
I've just been AFKing here, and it actually turns out that it is pretty decent for like training, as far as like training combat and stuff like that. But it's like not fast by any means. I get like 50k an hour, which is like almost half of what I would normally get AFKing Nightmare Zone.
But
I also make money. Yeah, so on average I was making like 3 to 400k an hour, and then I've also since I think like 3 days ago I started doing this. In those 3 days I've gotten 3 blood shards, which is worth like 16 or 6 mil, like 6 mil each, so it's like 18 mil.
You're so lucky with that drop rate.
I've gotten pretty good drop rates on those.
Whenever I did the video for farming a blood shard, I was like almost exactly at the drop rate, and you got so lucky.
Yeah, I've gotten 3 blood shards in around like 2700 KC, which is about how much KC you should have to get 2 blood shards.
I think it's slightly less even than getting 2.
Yeah, it's like one in 1500 for a blood shard.
Yeah, you're getting really lucky.
Yeah. So I've definitely gotten lucky, and I actually enjoyed this so much that I was like, oh, I'll just do this on my main whenever Group Iron comes out, because obviously there's a lot of AFKing that's going to be going on for Group Iron.
Oh yeah.
So and then I kept doing this, and I kept getting like more lucky and like getting more loot, and also getting like a really good amount of experience. Like I think I've gotten a little over 2 million experience since I've been here the last 3 days. So I actually went and decided to commit to making an alt account specifically for Sins of the Father
and the Firewatch Sentinels.
And the Firewatch Sentinels.
So exciting.
Yeah, so I've never made like a specific farming alt before. I've made alts for like flipping and stuff like that, but
not like fighting.
But not alts. I've never made an account that like you have to do quests for and unlock things in order to like farm appropriately. So I've never made like a Rune Dragon's alt or anything like that.
Oh yeah, and Rune Dragon alt was actually the original plan.
Yeah, originally I was going to make a Rune Dragon alt because there you can make a lot more money per hour, although it's significantly less AFK.
It's not AFK at all.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely less input than a lot of other things. But for instance, here I can make like 3 mil a day. But at Rune Dragons, you can make like 3 mil an hour.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to keep leaving and coming back, and it's just...
There's a lot more inputs in the Rune Dragon.
The Firewatch Sentinels are great because where you kill them, you're literally like in an alley in between a bank and an altar.
Yeah.
So you don't have to go anywhere.
Yeah, so you just are, and they only hit melee, so you just pray melee the whole time and then refill it whenever you need to. And then if you get full on items, you either high alch them or you just bank them.
It's so easy.
Yeah,
would recommend if you have Sins of the Father done.
And
it looks pretty.
I found, it does look really good with HD.
Which we'll get to.
But I found that it's actually the requirements are actually a lot lower than I like originally anticipated, and so I decided to change my alt from a Rune Dragon alt, which requires at least 200 quest points, along with like 6 of the longer quests in the game. And so that would take, at least a week, probably 2, in order to like even come close to being ready for a Dragon ult. And also, ideally, you'd want full Justicar and a Dragon Lance. So that's quite a bit more money.
Yeah.
And like
for
I said,
sure.
so the Firewatch Sentinel ult is 1 more AFK, which is a plus for me. Requires practically no gear.
Yeah, because you're using Proselyte, yeah?
Yeah, I think initially I'm not even going to use Proselyte on my ult. I'm just going to use Initiate gear because the only difference is 4 prayer points.
Oh, wow.
Because you're not getting hit, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
So, yeah, on the ult, you practically don't need anything. But so I made an ult yesterday or 2 days ago, actually.
2 days ago, yeah.
Yeah, 2 days ago. And
we're recording on Wednesday.
yeah, so I made my ult 2 days ago, and it's now 520 total, 523 total with base 50s combat. And
the combat levels are so impressive, actually.
Yeah.
Base 50s.
And I have 31 quest points. So I did a lot more. Like I said, there's not a lot of quest requirements. I think there's actually only 7 quests that you need to do.
Which is so crazy because I thought that there was so much because on the optimal quest guide, they're so late in the guide.
Yeah.
I thought there was like a million requirements.
Yeah, exactly. No, there's only actually like I think 7 or 8 quests required in order to complete Sins of the Father.
Wow.
And all of its prerequisites. But I did a lot more just because there's quests like the Waterfall quest, for example, gives you from level 1 will take you to level 20 attack and level 20 strength.
What?
So there's just like really good quests for XP. So I knocked a few
Yeah.
of those out, and yeah, I was able to get the account up pretty fast.
I didn't realize how significant some of the XP rewards are because I didn't get my members account till I was higher level.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah. So I definitely could be quite a bit higher total level if that's what I wanted, but I only need very specific things for this account. So for example, I have like level 1 cooking and level 1 fire making, but I have level 60 fletching because I need fletching.
Yeah.
I don't need the other stuff.
You don't need to cook at the Firewatch Sentinels.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm actually done with fletching as far as requirements. There's no specific combat requirements, and the only other big requirements I need are going to be crafting, agility, and woodcutting, which shouldn't take too much longer. So
just the woodcutting will take a sec.
Yeah, the woodcutting is like a little bit AFK. So I'm doing that, and also I'm AFKing sand crabs right now so I can get up my combat, because today, actually, I should be able to start on the very first quest, In Search of the Myrique.
Yay!
So I can start on the next 4 quests, which are all of the like quest line leading up to Sins of the Father. And so I can start on that today.
And they're all kind of annoying quests because you have to run around that area.
It is, yeah, it is a lot of running. So I'm making sure I have
get those staminas,
a lot of health, and a lot of combat skills, because
oh yeah, the vampires are like, what are you doing? Let me eat you.
Yeah, they just like sick your blood randomly.
Whatever.
Yeah. So I'm making sure that I have as good of combat stats as possible going into it. I want to have at least like 70 or 60 in most of them, just so I can use like some of the better gear in general whenever I do. Honestly, I'll probably just use like Barrow's gear whenever I go there, because I think that's probably going to be the best option that I have at the time. And hopefully I'll be able to kill him on the first try. But
and I will offer to loan you stuff, but I know you won't want to.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
I want to see if I can do this just like by itself. So I've only put a bond and I think like 2 mil into this character, and it's pretty much on its way to being ready. So it's pretty nice.
Crazy. By next week, I think you'll definitely be farming them already.
Yeah, I think
as long as you keep going.
If I keep progressing, I think by the end of this week, there's no reason why I shouldn't be at the Sentinels.
But who knows? You could have another idea come along and be like, wait.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything coming out that would like stop my progress, but I mean, I guess we'll see. It is going to take probably like quite a few hours. It also depends, because like we were talking about on stream about whether like getting the Dragon Defender would be worth it. And I think it would be worth it, but it is like a 6 to 8 hour grind alone. So it's like, it depends on if I'd go for that right away and stuff like that. If I like really
you'd
want to
get your combat up in the process.
Yeah, exactly.
So you would be skilling.
Yeah. So I might do stuff like that. I'm not entirely sure. And then, yeah, everything else would be pretty fast though, except for wood cutting.
Are you gonna do Bear's Gloves?
No, absolutely not.
It's so much effort.
That's another 150 quest points.
Literally.
And I don't need any of those quests.
True.
Yeah, so that's kind of the reason why I don't want to get proselyte either is because you have to do like 5 or 6 quests that are not short quests.
Oh, you
So
do?
yeah,
I don't even remember
you have
that.
to do like wanted and like a few other quests that are kind of long.
So weird, because I've had this is not meant to sound as like pretentious as it does, but I got the quest cape so long ago that I don't even remember like which stuff is unlocked by which quest.
Yeah, yeah. It's definitely easy to forget.
Oh yeah, because there's a million quests.
Yeah. So it was nice. I was able to knock out a lot of this stuff. I didn't have like a plan going into it. Like I said, originally it was going to be a Rune Dragonaut. Then I was
Yeah,
like,
you had a plan. It's just you scrapped that plan and
yeah.
started fresh.
And then I was like, actually, it's going to take kind of a long time. Let me just try this other alt, and it actually is going a lot faster. So shout out to,
for sure.
I think their name is Samurai PR.
I wasn't on the stream that time.
Yeah, I'm not. I think that's their name. I know it's Samurai. I just don't remember if it's PR or RP or something like that.
So Samurai something.
Yeah, but you can check out their stream as well, and they have I think like 39 Firewatch Sentinel alts.
That is so crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. So yeah, they're kind of the inspiration for this alt account. So whenever Group Iron comes out, I'll definitely have 2 accounts just hanging out at Firewatch and making some money so I can
that
like
so
sustain
smart.
my bonds.
Yeah.
Because I'll need bonds.
Great idea.
I'll need bonds for 3 accounts at that point. So
I was thinking like, oh my god, I should do that, and then I was like, I should probably just work on Slayer.
Yeah.
I still need to get up quite a
few
levels.
You have actual goals.
I do.
My goal right now is to make money. So this definitely leads towards it. And also, it's nice that I am getting up my combat skills.
Yeah. Okay, wait. Tell us what your other combat skills. You're close to 99 combat skill.
Yeah, Michelle's really excited that I'm close to the hit points cape. So
like actually so close. He's 30,
I have 1 level.
Yeah, 32% of the way to being 99 hit points. This is gonna be your first 99. That's a huge deal.
Yeah. I mean, not really, but yeah.
Yes, it is. You don't have a 99 yet.
I know, but the cape doesn't matter because I'm just using a fire cape.
Hater. The cape doesn't matter, Robert. It's just a flex.
Yeah, I mean, I could use the cape at places like Zalcano and stuff like that. So
Zalcano.
Nice.
Oh god, I want it for Zalcano.
But yeah, I'm not super hyped about it either way. I have 800k until my hit points cape, and now I'm gonna go for 99 strength probably. So that's
might
gonna
as
take
well.
a little
You're
while.
at 96.
Yeah, I'm at 96. I just got it today. So
are you just doing strength experience only?
Yeah, I'm doing strength only.
Okay. Awesome.
And then I'll probably get up defense after this, and then probably attack last.
Cool.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm actually getting kind of close to max combat, except for my prayer and magic are definitely lagging behind. But both of those, well, actually magic I just need time, and then I need quite a bit of money for prayer.
Yeah, prayer's different.
Yeah.
That doesn't even count.
Yeah. And it's nice. I'm actually really close to 70 rune crafting, and I kind of want to get to 77, but that's going to take some time. And I'm mostly just AFKing.
That's the thing, too. I don't know if I mentioned last week, but I tried the blood rune crafting.
Oh, yeah, you tried some bloods.
Yeah, it was actually pretty chill. I liked it. I got my rune craft upping, not a whole level because I don't want it to surpass my construction.
Yeah.
I think it slightly did, but not enough to where it'll be annoying getting my construction back up.
You should just get your construction up.
Oh, I know, but
it's
not
really useful.
I know, but it's not something I want to do right now because I want to be doing other stuff, you know?
I guess.
Yeah.
But I mean, you have the money, so it's like it only takes a day.
I just don't have the effort, the patience.
Yeah. Okay.
But that was pretty cool, actually. I didn't mind it that much.
You would recommend Bloods?
I would recommend Bloods, which is what everyone says. So I doubt anyone's surprised about this.
Yeah.
Everyone was telling me that forever, and I was like, eh. Yeah, definitely would agree. It's so much less annoying than Lavas.
Yeah, Lavas. I think any what are they called, like mixed runes or combination runes are pretty annoying to do in my opinion.
I think that technically Lavas, if you're doing it well, is more XP, but I didn't do Lavas well. I'm making more XP at Blood.
Yeah, Lavas is supposed to be the best XP to 99 from 1.
Which again, I have strong feelings about that.
Well, not from 1, what is it, like 15 or something like that?
Something really, really low.
Yeah, it's really low.
Yeah, which is ridiculous, but that's another thing.
Yeah, I will not be doing Lavas, and I guess neither will Michelle. We're just gonna I'm just gonna do ZMI till Bloods.
I'm a changed woman now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did ZMI till Bloods as well.
On and off. I did ZMI and Lava, kind of just switching back and forth randomly.
Yeah.
But what about videos? I know
you've
been working on it.
I'm working on Michelle's video right now for the Major Arena 2 quest.
You're all gonna get one blooper in that, so that's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, that's a hilarious blooper. But yeah, so I was working on that a little bit. I'm also been working on like redoing some of the banners for our Twitch.
I'm so excited. I don't even know what they're gonna look like. I just saw part of it this morning and I was like,
yeah,
oh.
I'm just doing like a concept design. So I've been like looking at changing it for a little bit because I don't know, I just like constantly changing things so they look better.
And we made it, or you made it rather, so long ago that our aesthetics have changed a bit, I'd say.
I mean, it wasn't so long ago, but yeah, things definitely change.
And now we're trying to have a more set schedule, just so everyone knows. So we're Pacific Standard Time.
Yes, PST.
Yeah.
So I'll hopefully be streaming from around noonish. I think I'll definitely be late today, but
we're gonna be late some days, but it's just like a general idea.
Yeah, but around like noon to 4 or 5, and then we'll take a break.
And then I'll take over, and I'm gonna try and be streaming 7 to 11. But the next
7-Eleven.
Yeah, 7-Eleven. Oh, I want a Slurpee. We should get Slurpees today.
Maybe.
But anyway, so since I usually would stream like only 2 hours, 2.5 hours, I'm slowly easing into it. So I've been starting at like 7:30 and slowly getting towards 7. Also, we usually eat dinner at like ending at like 7. So trying to get into the habit of making dinner earlier and finishing it and still not having to rush into playing RuneScape and streaming.
Yeah.
So we're just trying to get more organized because it'd probably be better for everyone if we had set times.
Yeah, instead of just like randomly streaming.
Yeah. And I do think in general, I will not be streaming on Thursdays because that's when I do my other podcast. And I think that would just stress me out.
Yeah, it's probably better.
So just letting you all know, I'll probably take another day off once a week, but that will just be up in the air.
Yeah. But in general, that's hopefully what our schedule is going to be close to.
Yeah. Question that I guess it'll be an announcement depending on what it is. Are you going to stream on Saturday? Because Saturday is Robert's birthday.
Likely.
If you don't want to, I can stream at night as well because it is your birthday.
Because I only have one thing planned on my birthday. So besides that, I should.
He's going on a hike I wasn't invited to.
I should be able to stream.
Okay. Yeah. And I was thinking about it because I was like, oh, you wouldn't want to stream on your birthday, and I was like, who man, you're only going to want to play video games on your birthday.
Yeah.
And it's just going to be me driving to get us food.
I only want to play video games every day.
Yeah. So I'll just go pick us up lunch, and then you'll just be streaming.
Yeah.
Dream birthday. He's going to be the big 2-7.
Yeah, I'm old. I'm going to be 207.
2007. Duh.
Good year, dude.
Yeah. So we have a lot going on. It's really exciting.
Yeah.
So it's been a fun week.
Pretty much our update. Yes. Quite a bit, but
so much because I didn't think we were gonna. Last week, whenever we were saying how there wasn't an update, I was like, "Oh, we're gonna have a lot of questions," because I didn't think we were gonna be doing this much stuff in game.
Yeah, but we've been playing the game.
I think it's been
just
like
gamers.
We've been getting more passionate about the game this week.
We've just been gamers, you know.
We have been gamers. I've been not doing much RuneScape except for when I'm streaming because I've just been working on Slayer, and today like doing the music cape and like all this stuff. I'm like actually gonna probably be playing during the day too because I'm like excited.
Yeah
because I need to. My main goal right now is just to get another gargoyle task so I could go up to that area. That's cool. So I'm like, let's get some Slayer done.
All right.
Sorry, I had so much to say.
It's all good. All right, so moving on to the next part, which is going to be talks about the HD client resolution. So
the best news.
Yeah, some really good news. I kind of already spoiled it. HD client actually did get released.
Yes.
So after...
Well, I'm sure everyone knows by now anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So, of course, there was a lot of drama yesterday. Quick recap, or not yesterday, last week, that the HD client that 117 Scape had been working on for 2 years actually got canned by Jagex. And
it was ridiculous.
It was banned, and so he couldn't use it. There was a huge uproar in the community with riots in game, and a lot of people abandoning their membership. And so,
full-on protest going on.
Yeah, so Jagex was like, "Actually, we like money, so we're gonna let you do this." And 117 Scape, as well as Adam from Moonlight, apparently were in talks with them and had a really good resolution, where the resolution essentially was that they'll allow people in game to use 117 Scape's HD.
Mm-hmm.
So you can play HD right now. You just have to have the RuneLite client, go into your plugins tab, go to the bottom to the plugin hub, type in HD.
And it's like HD beta by 117, right?
It's 117's HD beta or something like that.
Yeah.
And you just download it, and then your game will automatically look much better. So
Yes.
that's all you need to do in order to get the add-on. There has been a lot of people talk. It's a beta. It hasn't been tested on everyone's hardware. Obviously, this is a single dude, but he has tested it to the point where it is usable on a lot of, or the majority of machines.
Mm-hmm.
So Michelle and I have been using it with zero problems. But a lot of people have been complaining that like sometimes it'll make their computer run really slow, or it'll crash them or something like that, or they'll have like weird green lines, especially if you like mess with the fog density and stuff like that.
Yeah, I haven't messed with that too much.
Yeah, I think Michelle's messed with some shadows.
I turn on the shadows, and the shadows are actually so cool.
Yeah, like shadows and stuff like that. But apparently there is a little bit of requirements for this add-on. So if you're playing on like an older computer or like a Mac that doesn't have any like graphics card in it, or a laptop that doesn't have graphics card in it, then it might just completely like kill your game.
So potentially my old laptop.
No, your old laptop probably wouldn't be able to work.
Whoa, I should try it.
Yeah, Michelle's,
see what it looks like.
For a reference, Michelle is playing on a laptop. It's a Razer laptop that has a 2070 in it, and I'm playing on a desktop that has a 3070 in it. So it runs great on both of our machines. Both of our machines are she actually has an Intel machine, and I have an AMD machine. So if that matters to you, that's just a little bit of a reference on what to look out for.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what these things mean.
Yeah, I think most people won't, but the people that are interested.
I was like, I just have a different laptop, and you sold me this one.
Yeah.
Because you're like, your laptop sucks.
So I would highly recommend, if you are gonna be wanting to use HD, you should have a dedicated graphics card, a discrete GPU in your computer, or you might run into problems, aka really low FPS.
I'm really glad that we haven't had any issues yet. I didn't know that people were really having issues.
Yeah, some people are having really bad issues.
Though.
Yeah, so like I said, it is a beta, so it's not going to be perfect, but it does make the game look amazing if you're able to get it to work. So
let's spend 25 minutes now talking about how beautiful the game is. We were talking about it, and we're like, yeah, we don't know if we'll use HD, but we'll at least try it out. And we think it should be added in game. I'm never going back.
Yeah, it looks significantly better. And also, the funny thing is, as far as the talks between Adam 117 and Jagex goes, they said that this is supposed to be a bridge until Jagex comes out with its own RuneLite HD or its own HD client for their Steam client that they're working on right now.
That they're in the
thing is the reason everyone was so upset, one, they originally were going to waste 117's time, and two,
rude.
We know, like I said in last week's podcast, the pipeline for Jagex is 7 miles long, 50 million miles wide, and so things never actually work and like go through this pipeline because it's just clogged up with all this other stuff that they said they're going to do. So the chances,
security?
the chances of us getting the RuneLite or RuneScape HD in the default client anytime within our lifetimes is probably pretty low. So as far as I am like considering, this is going to be the HD client that we have until
we die.
Yeah, until we quit the game. Like, unless they, for some reason, pump a ton of man hours and money into making this HD client that is going to render them literally zero profit, which obviously that's just insane as far as a company standpoint goes. So that's not going to happen. So this is going to be the HD client that you're going to be using, everyone's going to be using, if you do use it, for the long-term future.
I think it was interesting because before, I'll admit I've changed my mind once I became more informed. Before, whenever it was being banned, I was like, why don't they just use it until they make their own? Like, that's so stupid. And now that it's unbanned, I saw a good point on like Reddit that they were like, hey guys, our little like protest thing worked. We don't have to just have this as a bridge. We have like a voice in this community. We could just voice, we want to keep this in game. We don't want to just be a bridge.
Yeah.
So now I'm just like, yeah, just keep this. You guys don't need to make your own. Or if you make your own, don't ban this.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think they will ban it. And
I sure hope
even
not.
if they do, like I said, it'll legit be 5 to 10 years from now.
Yeah.
So I'm not really concerned with it either way. That's like a hill that will, come to eventually, and we'll see how it works at that time. But so far, it looks great.
It's like amazing because Robert started his alt account on the day that HD came out. He didn't even realize HD was coming out.
HD came out.
I thought that's why he was making an alt. And even Tutorial Island, we were like swooning over it, just like zooming in on everything, panning out, talking about the fog, and we're like, this is so cool.
Yeah, honestly, I've like talked about this like quite a few times on stream. I feel like the main difference is one, everything looks a little bit better. All the textures have been improved.
The colors, I think,
the
are
colors
the most
are more
significant.
vibrant and saturated where they should be. But I think probably one of the main things that makes the game look so significantly better is the lighting.
Yes.
Because like now there's dynamic lighting as well as fog, so the game won't load just black chunks. It's actually just like a fog of war type effect.
I think you can change it so it is black, but
yeah.
Why would you want that if you could have fog?
Yeah, so it looks a lot better. It just looks like, oh, there's like it's so far away that there's a fog there, and then once you get close, then it renders.
It's amazing.
So it looks a lot better, and
it makes
also
more sense.
It does make more sense. And it also looks better from the fact that the lighting, it looks so good. Like, for example, if you have a fire cape that glows even in really dark places, like Darkmire that I'm at right now, it'll
awesome.
Like glow and leave a glow effect around your character.
They should make the fire cape like act as a light source because it's straight glowing.
Yeah, and it actually like is really cool because it glows off of your armor. Also, if you're close to the blood lamps in Darkmire, your character glows red.
So it's like interactive lighting.
Yeah, so it's like actual dynamic lighting.
Wow.
So like if there's like a vampire next to one of the blood lamps, then they will start glowing red, and it's only on half their body, so it's actually accurate.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so I think like the underground areas, like Barrows, the lightning.
I haven't been to Barrows yet, but I need to go. I heard it was really, really pretty.
Yeah, so like Barrows has lightning, and so those effects look really good. And honestly, all of it just looks really, really good. I especially obviously like the dark areas that have like interaction with light sources.
Okay, you know what we should talk about is how all the dungeons are actually dark now.
Yeah, all the dungeons are dark.
And it makes sense. They're underground. Why were they? I mean, for people who have trouble seeing, you can adjust it. Don't worry. You can make it brighter if you can't see well.
And you can just not use it if you don't like it.
Yeah, exactly. But for people who like enjoy like darker things like me, it looks so much more like real because it's like now that I'm in these places, I'm like, wait, why were these dungeons so bright before? That didn't even make sense.
Because like before, everything was just one color. Like it was everywhere you went, it was just this like
bright room.
Yeah, it was like this 6 out of 10 lighting, and it was just that was it everywhere.
Yeah.
But now on the beach, it's really bright. In dark places, it's darker, and in caves, it's really dark with fog.
It's actually amazing.
Yeah, honestly, probably one of the best places that we've seen is a place that Michelle stumbled into, and it's the Giants Room.
Yes, the Giants Room in Shazian. It's beautiful.
Yeah, so if you don't know, the Giants Room in Shazian, there are like 4 different kinds of giants in there, and as soon as you walk in, it's like really nice looking because you get 3 different styles of color and art all at the same time.
Yeah, and they have like also every crystal in Karen looks beautiful.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
You get the purple crystals as well as the green area for the moss giants, and then you also get the red lava room for all the fire giants. And it looks really, really nice.
It's like actually one of the prettiest places we've seen so far.
Because it's underground, it's really dark, so it like accentuates all of the highlights of all the colors.
The glows look beautiful.
Yeah.
It's literally like we're just running around a movie right now.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
All the glows are really nice. So if you have the Phoenix pet and you make it glow. If you make it like purple, for example, it'll glow purple. And it actually looks really good. And also the Temperos pet looks really cool.
Yeah, a lot of the pets are glowy now. Yeah. And I need a pet even more.
Yeah, they look really, really good. So
it's just great. Stop by the stream, twitch.tv/Bunebape, and come and watch us just swoon over every single room that we walk into, honestly.
Yeah, you should also try it yourself.
Yes. I'm just trying to get people on the stream here, okay?
Yeah. But I don't want to go on too long about the HD client.
It's just beautiful.
Yeah, it looks really good. We recommend it, and I think 117 did a good job.
Wait, can I ask, do you have a favorite area?
Probably Darkmire. It just looks really cool.
Darkmire is very, very cool. The reds are so bright. The darks are so dark.
Yeah.
The contrast is so awesome.
Because that's like how it's supposed to look, right? It's like a vampire town. It's not supposed to be bright.
Yeah.
And but I guess with that out of the way, we can probably move on to the Group Ironman blog. So there was a blog update again. This same singular blog has been updated 3 times now.
Jeez.
And so we'll go over quickly the Group Ironman update blog. There is a poll right now in the game for you to vote on whether you want Group Ironman in the game at all.
There's literally only 2 questions in the poll, and the second one you have to be Iron to answer.
Yeah, so there's really only one question in the poll, and it's whether you would like Group Iron as described in the blog or not.
Please vote yes.
Yeah. Also, if you decide to vote no as a troll, that's also acceptable because that's hilarious.
Unless it doesn't get approved, then I bet that. Do you think they'd still just put it in the game anyway?
Yeah,
They'd
absolutely.
be like, we're re-voting.
Yeah, it's like they would probably re-vote so fast. Because the only reason I think it'd be funny to troll them is because they shouldn't have worked on this without polling it to begin with. That entirely defeats the purpose of polling.
They either should have not polled it or pulled it before they started. But I guess it's because if they pulled it, it would have taken years to incorporate.
Yeah, I don't know. Either way, it's supposed to be polling right now. And I think the polls are actually closing. I saw someone on Reddit say they're close on the 22nd, Wednesday the 22nd. So
next week.
Yeah, so make sure you get your polls in as soon as possible if you want your vote to count. And either way, they said that depending on if the poll does pass or not, what's really nice is they actually gave us a release date, October 6th.
Wait, that's so soon. We thought it was going to be so much later.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be November.
Yeah.
So that's actually a lot sooner than I anticipated.
So they're like done.
Yeah, well, the thing is, apparently they like had some major lunchtime breakthroughs, as we'll talk about here.
Okay.
So it says, oh no, it was at launch. Actually, one of the major breakthroughs that they were able to go through and make just suddenly, randomly out of nowhere was apparently a breakthrough for shared storage. So that's something that they said that they would not possibly be able to do at launch.
Not at lunch.
Yeah, not at lunch. So they actually are able to do it at launch. They had a breakthrough and were able to fix whatever they needed to fix. And so now shared storage will be in at launch of Group Iron.
Yay, that's so exciting.
Yeah, so if you don't know how it's going to work, you're going to have your own bank and storage just like normal, and you'll also have a shared storage. Only one person can be in the storage at a time, and you'll be able to trade people via that, or you can just trade them normally.
Yeah,
but if you want to trade like 10,000 logs, you can just put it in the shared storage and all of your friends can partake in that.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so they're gonna have that out at launch, and that's actually really good news.
Yeah.
So as far as the blog goes, in the beginning they say that their main priority is the long-term health and success of this particular game mode. Currently, each design decision they've made has been taken on the basis that they know the following group of players exist and they want to accommodate them, and those groups are going to be those that want to play casually, those who prefer to be more competitive, and those who want a very hardcore experience.
Ooh.
In addition to all these benefits, our approach also ensures that meaningful content choices, such as individual prestige, which aims to hinder illicit activities, are present from release.
Okay,
so of
that
course,
sentence was kind of confusing.
No, they're just saying that they want to benefit as many parties as possible, also while limiting third-party traders. So like the whole reason they have the prestige system is to limit real-world trading.
Okay, got it.
And so that's what they're saying as far as the prestiges go.
Yeah.
And so they say that rather than have to address potential issues in the future, they're hoping to build to be building in these safeguards from day one, and they will be something that players are accustomed to from the start, so they don't have to like go back later on realizing their mistakes. So they're hoping to get it right on the first try.
I sure hope so.
Yeah, exactly. It says, we're continuously learning from past mistakes, taking into account what works well for players and what doesn't. We hope you understand the reasoning behind our approach, but rest assured, as with other updates, we'll continue to make adjustments and improvements with your feedback in mind. We want to see you all enjoying Group Iron as much as possible. As you want to get your hands on it, it's certainly been a long time coming. So yeah, that's pretty much the majority of it. They also talk about, of course, the shared storage being in at launch and the prestige system. So it does seem like they're going to be going ahead with the prestige system that I think Madalena went over in the last update stream that they had the other day.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the last one or the one before that, but essentially there's going to be 2 tiers of prestige. So there's going to be a group prestige, and this is all, there's going to be pictures for it. And of course, you can check out all of these notes in the description below on YouTube.
Yes.
And if you want to see the pictures, they do have pictures that illustrate what the group prestige as well as the individual prestige will look like. But as far as the individual prestige, Anyone in the group that has individual prestige will have a star next to them. And if your group prestige still exists, then it'll show a star next to the size of the group.
Okay, so it's not just your group now. It could be individual as well.
Yeah, so it's both. So it's like she said before, if, for example, you decide to do Theater of Blood with your friends that are not in your group, but like maybe in your clan, for example, this is pretty common as far as Ironmen go. Yeah. Ironmen often group up with other people to do Theater of Blood. I mean, they're not going to be soloing it.
Of course.
So in this case, if you group up with people that are not in your Ironman group, then you will be losing group prestige, which there's no benefit to group prestige at all. It is simply for high scores.
Just to show off.
Yeah, it's simply for high scores.
Weird.
Yeah, and it won't even put you above other people in high scores. It just will show that your group has been prestige from day one or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's literally just a clout thing. And then
not really something that matters to us.
Yeah, the next thing is a thing that mainly will matter to a significant portion of people, and that's the individual prestige.
Okay.
And this one is the one that's going to have a star next to your name in the group.
Yes.
And what this means is this is the one that is trying to prevent real world trading. And so it's going to limit, if your individual prestige is still intact, then you can trade with whoever else has individual prestige freely. Mm-hmm. Like let's say you get a scythe from Theater of Blood, then you can trade that to your friend. You have lost a group prestige, which doesn't matter, but if you both still have individual prestige, then you can easily trade that scythe back and forth.
Your friend has to have it as well, though. The individual prestige.
Yeah, if both of you have individual prestige, then you can easily just trade back and forth the Scythe of Viter, for example.
Okay.
But if you have a new player join your group because one of your friends left, or you just got a new friend, then in that case, you and the other person that has the prestige can still trade it, but you two cannot trade the Scythe of Viter to that player that is brand new because they don't have individual prestige until they have done a singular KC at Theater of Blood. And even then, there is still a limit on how much wealth you can transfer back and forth to players for up to the first 5 weeks that player is new to the group.
Jeez.
So after that player has done a KC at any boss that armor comes from, so like for example, if you want a full set of carols and you have never done barrows, then you cannot get that if you do not have the individual prestige. So make sure what this does is it makes it so that you have to go get a KC at a place. You can't just join a group of experienced,
give me your scythe.
of experienced Ironmen and immediately get fully decked out in full bandos and a scythe because you paid this dude like $1,200 for a fully decked out account.
Yeah.
What you could do is you could join that account and they could carry you through a few boss kills, and then you could wait 5 weeks and then they could fully deck out your account that you paid $1,200 for. But it's going to take quite some time, and there's going to be quite a few prerequisites leading up to that.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's impossible. This doesn't completely eliminate real world trading. It just makes it a real hassle.
Yes. Make it a little bit harder.
Yeah. So that's pretty much the main gist of it.
Okay.
As far as I understand, if I got anything wrong, let me know. But that's...
Yeah, if we're misunderstanding anything.
From this blog as well as the stream, that's my understanding of individual and group prestige. Mm-hmm. But of course, let us know what you think about the prestiges in general. I kind of think they're okay. I kind of think they're okay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think we're going to really care about our account. It's just, to me, it's just weird, but I know some people are about it.
Yeah.
So it's just whatever to me.
Yeah, it's neither here nor there for us.
Yeah, basically.
And so that's pretty much about it. But yeah, let us know what you think. And with that, we can move on to our Q&A.
For sure. So let's start with our Instagram question.
Yeah, our Instagram questions. Good one.
So this is from Fat Guy Jeff / I Want Train, who now I'm getting used to Fat Guy Jeff instead.
Yeah, now I just call him Jeff.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, hello, Jeff. How are you?
Yeah.
So Fat Guy Jeff said, my question is, if you could add a new minigame for any skill, what would it be?
Yeah.
Every skill, basically.
Yeah, it would be nice to have more just like random skills. Like there's none that really have crafting or...
There isn't,
anything like that, but...
Rune crafting's my answer.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Rune crafting or mining. because they both. I mean, mining, I do the shooting stars, and that's okay.
Yeah, mining already has like a few options.
Okay, what, Volcano, where you get 1,000 an hour?
No, Volcano, Blasting Mine, which is literally a mini game. I'm pretty sure.
All right, not. I've never done it. Okay, so not mining. Maybe rune crafting, but rune crafting is less brutal now that I'm doing the blood, but it would be cool to have like a mini game that's more interactive, you know?
Yeah, maybe like an earlier level mini game or something like that.
What do you think?
As Volcano has rune crafting.
Stop. Volcano's rune crafting, I was making 1,000 a night after doing like 50 kills a night.
Yeah, I think so it's literally weird. 1,000 an hour.
It's so weird.
And for mine, I said woodcutting. Just because
honestly good.
Woodcutting is like kind of, AFK, and it's like, okay, yeah, I guess you do get rune or woodcutting from Wintertot and stuff like that, but like not really.
No, I didn't even think of it at Wintertot.
No, I know someone's gonna say that though. And
but really, you get 3,000.
Yeah. It's like I kind of got inspired from, if you've ever seen it, there's like woodcutting competitions that are like held every year usually, and it'll be like
in real life.
Yeah, in real life. Like it'll be like how fast someone can chop down a tree with an axe, how fast someone can chop down a tree with a chainsaw, and they'll do like different methods of it. And that kind of like
weird.
Inspired me. So I was like, maybe we could do like a interesting mini game for woodcutting.
Yeah, I'm actually super down for woodcutting because it's like a slower skill actually. Not as slow as some other stuff, but it's not up there either.
Yeah, it's a pretty, I think most people just AFK it. Right?
Yeah, no one really does it for fun.
Some people like 3-tick teaks and stuff like that, but that's about as far as that goes.
Yeah, there's not really any like fun things that you could do for it.
Yeah. So I think it'd be cool to like, maybe you can like do a sculpture or something like that, and there's like different parts of the sculpture you have to interact with, and then based on like how high woodcutting you are, you can use different woods to make different sculptures that'll give you more XP and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So maybe stuff like that would be cool.
I think that'd be so cool. I have to get my wood crafting, she says. My wood cutting up to 90 at some point. I'm only 80. So I was like, all right, we could get a little mini game going. That'd probably be like, I imagine that'd be something very quick to make. And then of
course everyone will be running around with their lumberjack outfits and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think that would actually be a really good incentive for people to go get their lumberjack outfits, if there was a wood cutting mini game.
Yeah, exactly. I think it'd be cool.
Because once like Tempros came out, everyone was like, all right, well, let's go make sure we got that angler outfit going.
Yeah. And maybe you could get like a new look for the lumberjack outfit.
A recolor?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
so
wow,
you can make
I love that.
Like, because you have the original lumberjack outfit that you get from Treasure Trails.
It's just like a plaid flannel.
Yeah.
You know what'd be great is if they just did like recolors like Marks of Grace, and you just get to change your plaid to other colors.
Like you change your plaid, or it would just like look cooler or something, like, or like you would look like a bear or something like that. That'd be funny.
Wait, can we hit up Jagex right now? Because I want to be a lumberjack bear.
Yeah, so I think that'd be pretty cool. And then maybe you can throw in like, I don't know, like some random herb lore experience to make the sculptures look cool or something like that. Or maybe some crafting to make it look cool.
Okay, I've changed my answer. Like, we don't need a rune crafting minigame. We need a woodcutting minigame.
Yeah, so it looks cool.
Oh my gosh, I love this idea.
Yeah, let us know what you think and what kind of minigames you'd want to see in the game, though.
Yeah. Oh, Jeff also said, I won't say the full thing, even though they said I could, but that they've been going through some stuff in real life, and the podcast has given them something to look forward to.
Yeah, thanks,
Jeff. I was like, hopefully, that's the sweetest thing anyone's ever said to us.
Yeah, hopefully we can continue to like provide you entertainment, and hopefully your mom does well.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's something with their mom. So. Yeah. But also, I thought that was so funny because I don't even think that they've been playing RuneScape recently.
No, I think they kind of fallen off RuneScape. They play like from time to time, but they still like.
I'm waiting for you to come back, Jeff, because you were like one of the original people that we talked to in game.
Yeah, true.
Come back, join us. Come play with us forever.
So now we can move on, I guess, to the next question. I've just brought up a few that are going to be pretty quick. All right, so the very first question pulled from Reddit is this person asking that. What do you guys like to do in the game at times when you can only play for a little bit at a time instead of multiple hour grinds? They really only have like 30 minutes to make a dent at a time, and so they're just wondering what you do for about 30 minutes.
That's actually a great question because everyone's just like all on the grind and stuff.
Yeah, they said they used to do birdhouse, or they used to do tree runs, but they're 99 farming now, so
I was going to say that. How funny.
Yeah.
So I would say birdhouse.
Yeah, birdhouse runs. But I actually would potentially boss. Like I used to do Vorkath for I think only an hour every morning, and that's like one of the main ways I was able to get my KC fairly high.
Yeah, get your pet and stuff.
Yeah, I just did like 10 KC every day, and then eventually 10 KC kind of adds up.
Yeah, I was gonna recommend Slayer because then it's a variety. You're not just stuck at one thing. You could probably do like a task or half a task each time you log in.
Yeah, as long as it's not like a slow task. Yeah, you could
Yeah,
probably do
even
like
if it's
maybe
a slow
one
task,
task.
you could just make a dent in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that because everyone's all about the multi-hour grind.
Yeah, exactly. So.
And obviously not everyone has time. People have families and jobs and other stuff going on.
Yeah, so you don't have to grind for a bunch of times. Just as long as you put a little bit every day, you should be
That's
good to go.
literally how I got to 99 farming and how they got to 99 farming.
That's how literally everyone gets to max eventually.
Okay, you know what?
It's just a little bit every day.
I was just trying to encourage everyone to go try farming.
Yeah. This next one is kind of funny. It says, any ideas on how I can introduce my GF, so girlfriend, to OSRS as a new player? And it's kind of funny because...
wait, their second thing, like, I think she'll get lost on what to do. I mean, even I do. I just train,
that's all there is.
And I'm like, well, yeah, that's the game.
Yeah. So I think the main answer to this is just going to be, even if it's not your girlfriend, if it's just anyone, just try to like find something, like introduce them to the game, and then try to like give as many options to them as possible, and then see which one they like. Like Michelle really likes quests.
Yeah, whenever my little brother started, I was telling him all this stuff, and he ended up deciding like, oh, I'm going to work on quests and I'm going to work on ranged. And I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Because there's so much stuff in this game that new players don't know about. Instead of being like trying to choose one thing like for them, tell them everything that they could do.
Yeah, maybe they really like Temporos or something like that. So.
Exactly. Maybe go with them to like different like mini games and stuff and have them try it out and see what they like.
What I would do if you really are trying to get someone into RuneScape is it might be a big ask for some people, but I think for most people this is fairly doable, but maybe bond their account for them. Just for the first initial part.
You're a real friend.
Because there's like so many more options, right? Like you get more mini games, way more quests.
Yeah, access more to skills. So much more areas.
Yeah, it's just like a lot more stuff that I think would really pull them in more than if they did the free experience. I think the free experience is something that you organically would do yourself and then eventually get into the game. But if you're trying to convince someone, I think the best way would be to bond their account.
I totally agree with that, yeah.
So this next one is actually a little bit for you because I've never done this.
Oh.
But they said, why do irons solo winter tot? Is it just for the construction XP? Of course, you're not an iron, but a lot of people said, yeah, it is mainly for the construction XP, but also you get more rewards, right?
I didn't even know it was for construction XP. Yeah, so I haven't I don't think I soloed it. I did it with like one other person.
You like duoed it, yeah.
Yeah, I duoed it. And it's 100% for the rewards in my mind because you get thousands of points. Like, I didn't even know it was possible to get as much points as we were getting.
Yeah.
So for me, it's just because the more points you get like the more loot crates. I mean, technically you'll only be getting one loot crate, but you'll be getting tons of rewards inside of it.
Yeah. So a really good example is the difference is like if you do a normal run at winter tot, you can get anywhere between 0 and let's say, for example, like 3 rewards. In a chest on average. Of course you can get more, and you can of course get 0, but
you can get nothing.
Yeah, but in general it's around 0 to 3 rewards per crate. It's one crate but it has 3 rewards in it. But on solo, as far as I understand, I don't know if this is the exact number, so don't kill me if they're wrong, but I think you can get like one crate that has like up to like 25 rewards in it. Like you can get a lot of rewards. Yeah, I think I was getting like
over 10. Yeah. I only did it like once or twice.
Yeah, you can get a huge amount of rewards, and so if you want the rewards, and some of them are highly valuable.
The Dragon Axe.
That's one of the 2 places in the game to get the Dragon Axe.
And obviously the pet's just a flex.
The pets, and of course the pyro clothes will make it even easier. Of course. And so
it's, in my opinion, it's just for the rewards.
Yeah, and a lot of the irons really make use of all of the herbs and the fish and stuff that you get from there. So the rewards are mainly the main thing.
Yeah.
All right, so this next one, someone says they're looking for some relatively AFK activities to do on their main while they play another game. Ideally looking for some money, but XP is nice too.
Hey.
So, I have a really good one, the Firewatch Sentinels.
Yes.
Really AFK.
And it's so funny because they actually said my initial thought was Bloods, but they don't have 77 rune crafting. And I'm like, Bloods isn't even that AFK.
Yeah. That's why it's funny. I was saying this on stream earlier, and I've said this. I think we've both said this many times. there's varieties of AFK. Variety is a spectrum.
They're like minimal AFK. The Firewatch is mega AFK.
Yeah. Like I was talking with someone on stream and we were saying that like this and Gargoyles, I think it was potentially Fluffy Bacon, they were saying that like Gargoyles is probably like a 10 out of 10 AFK and Firewatch is like a 9 out of 10 AFK.
In my mind, it's not truly AFK unless you can be gone for 3 minutes at least.
Yeah, in Firewatch you can be gone for up to 5 minutes at least, even longer if you have more prayer.
Yeah, Nightmare Zone's another good one too, but that one costs money.
Nightmare Zone is the ultimate, like 11 out of 10 AFK, but you don't get any money.
Yeah. And you actually lose money in the process. Yeah. But it is nice for skilling.
I would say there's like the top 3 things in my opinion that are actually AFK that you could easily do while playing other games is stuff like Firewatch Sentinels, Gargoyles, and I'll just group that into combat. And then like wood cutting, high level wood cutting, such as magic trees or redwoods.
I'm doing magic trees right now, actually.
Yeah, and then the third thing is going to be Amethyst Mining, which is arguably the most AFK thing in the game.
Amethyst? Oh, you have like 90 for that.
You have to be like 92 or something like that.
I was thinking of Gem, and I was like, what are you talking about? You're always having to click on other ones.
Yeah, those all 3 of those things are mega AFK. But of course, if you're talking about like, this person said they are doing infernal eel fishing, which is also very AFK. And so it really just depends. Like you can fish for monkfish, like this person said, or cannonballs, which are AFK, just not as AFK.
Yeah, another thing I was going to say is like if you are barely able to do barbarian fishing is mega slow at first. Yeah, so that's actually a good AFK one.
Yeah, and then eventually it speeds up and you kind of get an inventory pretty fast.
Yeah, actually. So that's only for a little bit. But as far as like fishing and woodcutting do go as AFK methods, it is a little bit about luck because there's also that chance that you're going to get to a tree, hit it twice, and it's going to fall down and you're not going to notice.
Yeah, and there have been some times where I've cut down a tree for so long I get logged out.
Yes. So just remember, even if you are AFKing and everything seems fine, to click on your screen every few minutes.
Look at your other screen every once in a while.
Yeah, make sure you don't get logged out.
So these last few we're going to blast through. This person asked if the group Ironman account creation can be done now, and yes, I think Madalena answered that.
Wait, you can?
Yeah, if you want to make your character for group Ironman, you can do it now. You just can't leave Tutorial Island.
Wow.
Yeah, so if you want to reserve a name or something like that, then yeah, you can do that already.
That's so interesting.
So the next thing is in Barrows, what's good reward points?
Ooh, I don't even know.
Yeah, everyone says 88%, but you can get to 87.6% by killing 1 bloodworm and 2 skeletons. And that does not...
He used to spend all of his time at Barrows. That's why this is such a specific answer.
Yeah. And it's funny because this person asks if that like dictates their drops for rare drops. No, but just by killing all the brothers, you get your default chance for getting all of the brothers drops, all the rare drops.
Okay.
The only reason you get to 87.6 is so that you have the maximum amount of rune drops while not being on the drop table for bolt racks, because bolt racks are not worth anything.
I didn't know why.
It's a very specific reason. So you're going there and getting that percentage to get the most amount of money per hour. If you don't care about money per hour and simply want the rare rewards, for example, an Ironman might want that. Like if you already have a ton of chaos and bloods and stuff like that.
Yeah.
For some reason, I don't know how you would get those, but if you for some reason had a bunch of those and really only wanted like carols, you can just go there and like blast through with like 60% every time, and it's faster, but you won't get the good rune returns.
Whenever I was doing just like 10 kill counts for the combat achievements, I was just doing whatever I got, not really paying attention.
Yeah, exactly. And it doesn't have to be that specific. I mean, obviously that's in a perfect world. So,
but you want to stay under 88%?
You do ideally want to stay under 88, but I mean, if you really don't care, you can just kill 3 skeletons and get 90% and then go.
Cool.
It's not that big a deal. It's just if you really want to min-max.
Yeah.
This next one is funny. We actually haven't seen this question before, but they asked about agility. They said they did 40 to 60 at Canifis and only ended up with 245 marks of grace. That you need more in order to get the...
Do you know how much you need? 300
graceful.
Something?
I think it is like 260 something.
Oh, so they're not even far off potentially.
No, they're not far off. But either way, I did the same exact thing, and I was like, "What the heck?"
Yeah, they even said thought everybody got it within those 20 levels.
No,
I didn't.
No one. Not everyone does. You can if you get lucky, but and if you've done rooftops the entire time, leading up to 40, and then did Canifis 40 to 60, then you might have enough.
Yeah.
But no, I think I and Michelle had to finish our outfits at Sears.
Yep.
So
like I had to get a lot at Sears. I don't think I got that much at Canifis at all.
Yeah, I got most of mine at Canifis. I only had to do like 20 or 30 at Sears.
Yeah, I was questing though and getting agility, so I don't know how long I was even at Canifis.
Either way, you're gonna have to get used to Sears because that's the best way to 99. So
yeah,
hopefully you like it.
Hopefully.
Let's go to the next one, which is going to be the best way to fight metallic dragons. This person is asking about fighting steel dragons. Luckily for you,
over dragons.
Steel dragons are mega AFK and easy. You just have to bring a dragonfire shield, pray magic, fire
potion.
No, you don't even need that. You can just pray. You can bring the potion and the shield, and then or you can pray mage, and then you just can mage them.
Yeah, so
and that's AFK.
Well, that's one way of doing it. The way I would always do it was I would use range, bring any dragon fire shield, bring a extended anti-fire potion, and then you don't even have to pray that way, and it's cheaper because the potion's cheaper.
Yeah.
So you can just range or mage if you want them from far away.
Yeah.
And they don't go and melee you or anything. You don't have to bring food.
This person is 77 magic, so I definitely think you should stick with mage. But if we're talking about the best way to fight metallic dragons, it's going to be full melee. So
yeah, that way you'll have to pray though and stuff.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
would not recommend right now.
Best way straight up is max melee, but for most cases, you can just AFK them with mage.
Okay.
This one's going to be second to last question. I thought this was a funny question. This person asked, do I have to pay $11 to return to the game after 6 months? No, you can just buy a bond. All right. So this last...
Wait, I think we need more context on that. What?
Nope, that's it. That's literally all the person asked. There's no other context.
Okay. But I mean, like, we should say the screenshot was them saying that they were, last time they logged out, they were in a members only area, and now they can't log in because they're not a member.
Yeah.
So you do have to have another membership to get out of there?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. You should just be able to log in on a free-to-play world, and it switches your location or something.
Well, I guess maybe just don't log out for 6 months.
Robert's a hater. That's a bad answer.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know. That's such like a funny question. It's like, I don't know. Either way, let's move on to the actual last question. I thought this would be a good one to end on considering HD just came out. Mm-hmm. So this person asks, other essential RuneLite plugins. They're generally new to RuneLite, and they're hoping for some suggestions on what other essential plugins I should be using.
So to me, I have one called Loot Logger, which keeps track of all the loot that you've gotten from every kind of like boss or anything, which is nice. So like a total in seed packs, I've gone 13.8 million is what is currently popping up.
And what's specifically nice about this add-on is, of course, you have the loot tracker that RuneLite comes with, but Loot Logger actually allows you to keep track of all your loot even after you close your game.
Yes, yeah. It's a lot better.
Because Loot Tracker, once you close your game, let's say if the game updates like it does practically every week, then you will lose all your progress.
This has been a problem in us making YouTube videos before. Being like, oh my god, what number were we at?
Also, I could totally be stupid, and you might be able to save your Loot Tracker progress.
Well,
but
it's not easy then, because neither of us noticed.
It's not very intuitive if that's the case.
Yes. Yeah, I would recommend that. Another one that I do really like is the shooting stars one. If you're going to do shooting stars, it will tell you like when and around what area they're going to be landing in per world.
Yeah.
Really handy.
As far as myself, I think the number one, especially as a newer player, is going to be Quest Helper.
Oh, I haven't used it.
Michelle hasn't used it. It is unbelievably good.
I got my Quest Scape before that.
It is actually so good. The mods have talked about banning it.
Wow, all right.
Yeah,
I'm excited to try that for group.
Unreal how good it is.
Okay.
It gives you a full list of all the quests in the game that you have not completed, as well as the diaries and the mini quests.
Amazing.
On top of that, whenever you do click on a quest, it tells you what prerequisites there are, what items you should bring, and you have
I've
everything.
Never seen it. This is so cool looking.
Yeah, if you have everything, it'll highlight it green. It also says recommended items, required items, enemies you have to defeat. And it also breaks up the quest into little like sub paragraphs so you can just read it off the side. And also, if you don't want to read it off the side, it shows it on your screen on the left what you're going to need for this particular part that you're about to do.
Oh, I love this.
It is an unbelievably well-made add-on. And if you're questing and like just want to blast through quests, this is pretty much, in my opinion, the only way to do it.
Totally going to use this whenever we do the Iron accounts.
Yeah. I was able to blast through like, 15 quests in like no time without really thinking about it. And of course, I've done all these quests before, but this just made it so much easier. And it also shows an arrow, and it also highlights who you need to talk to, what options you need to select when you talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the ultimate guide on steroids. It's so good.
That's awesome. Good recommendation.
Yeah, that's going to be it. So I think that's going to be it for the podcast, though. You got any plans coming up for the next week?
I'm really hoping they'll have the music cape by next week.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see if I get distracted, though.
Okay.
Because I do tend to do that.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, and we should be having at least one video coming out soon.
Yeah, hopefully.
I believe. Yeah. I don't know how far into editing you are. But, yeah, I'm just going to be working on Slayer, music cape, the huge. Just getting excited for Group Ironman.
Yeah, that is pretty exciting. Coming out October 6th. So make sure you get ready if you, again, are looking for a particular name. If you want to make your name Group Iron or something in it, like your name GIM, then maybe do it now so it doesn't get taken or something like that. And just leave it on Tutorial Island. You should be good to go.
Cool. What are you going to be working on this week?
I'm just going to be AFKing a bunch. Hopefully by the next time I'm on here, I'll have a fully functional Firewatch Sentinel ult.
Yay!
So hopefully that'll be ready. I'm just...
I wonder if you stay there on your main, if you'll have 99 hit points next week, or if it'll take longer.
I probably will, because I get 200...
1,000 a day?
I get 200 a day, and I need 800k, so that
like
should be 5 days until I get 99. So if I stay here for the entire rest of the week, then I should have it. But
yes.
We'll see.
But who knows, we do get distracted by things.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see how that goes. And my my alt account actually got all base 50s while we are on the podcast. I was just AFKing at Sand Crabs.
Base 50 melees.
Yeah, basically.
We should say.
melee combats. So now we're just working on the quests. So that should hopefully go by pretty fast.
Yeah, and if any of you would like to come and hang out while we stream, like we said, we're going to be on there every single day. It's just twitch.tv/Bunebape. Come say hello. Tell us that the podcast brought you, and we'll lose our minds, and you can watch us freak out.
Yeah. And also ask us questions there about anything, even if you don't want it on the podcast, if you just are
we just like talking.
If you just are looking for some random answers for like, I don't know, the best way to kill hellhounds, let us know. Yeah.
But especially if you do have podcast questions, let us know, because we prefer questions that people actually ask over random Reddit stuff.
Yeah.
100%.
But that's...
oh yeah, I was going to say, if you want, we post memes on Twitter and Instagram. Twitter, again, is Bunebapeosrs, and Instagram is just Bunebape.
Yep.
So check us out there.
You can find us on all those. Reach out to us, and we'll be getting back to you probably within the same day.
Yeah, hit us up anywhere. We are always on our phones and computers.
Yeah. So hopefully you all enjoyed the podcast. Let us know what you thought about it and all the answers to the questions that we asked down below if you're on YouTube.
If anyone doesn't like HD, tell us why, because you're crazy.
Yeah, let us know. I will not judge you as much as Michelle. And yeah, let us know what you think of HD.
Yeah, and we will talk to you all next week.
Yep, later.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Hey, we did it at the same time.